Thank you, explorers, again. Today it's another military relic hunt in a World War II Australian Army campsite. It was established by elements of the 7th Division, 2nd AIF, and they moved on to New Guinea after they came back from the Middle East, and then the 9th Division came in here and then before they went up to the island. So 2 divisions were camped in this area. The actual site we're on now is, was an infantry regiment area. We've been here before, about 12 months ago. Found plenty of coins in here, and we found that nice Crusaders cross, or Jerusalem cross, last time, so clearly a relic from when the diggers were in the Middle East. So we'll have another crack at it today. A little bit overcast and a few squally showers coming across, but it doesn't matter. We've got the AT Gold and the AT Pro, and they're waterproof, so that's not going to slow us up. We'll get into it. We'll be back shortly with the first find. Thanks for watching. First up, we're going to concentrate on this area here. You see behind me, to the left over there, my right, is one of those old camp stoves, a big stone made out of local bush rock, which was the mess kitchen. I'll show you that later. And all through this area there's like benched areas where the tents were. The diggers had dug a little bench and they put their tents on these spots. You get a lot of 303 ammo and that sort of stuff around there, but also that's where you get the coins, obviously. And they're all sort of concentrated around where the main mess kitchen is, so they didn't have to go too far to get a feed. So this slope is fairly steep and it drops down to a creek, and then we'll go up over the other side of that creek and see what's over the other side. I haven't been over there previously, so there may be some good finds over there. There'll definitely be more camps, so we'll get into it. We'll head down in this direction first. Well, here's the first target of the hunt. It's a rather wanged up teaspoon, World War II teaspoon. That's the condition it came out of the ground, and I didn't bend it, and it was very deep. It was down below the side of this rock here. About 7 inches down, but of course it was an inconsistent signal. I was getting a 77 on the bulb, and then it was sort of jumping back into the 40s on the stem there. But you got to dig the targets when you're sort of getting a hit on the 70s. Good one. I'll get the hallmark, probably an Albright nickel silver, and detail it on the video. I'm just adjacent to the spoon dig, and I've got a reasonably good high tone here. There we go, 87 solid. You can hear that proportional audio is not real loud, so it's going to be either very small or quite deep. Let's go sideways on it. Check the iron. Definitely not iron. So that's a nice high signal. So like I said, it's either a small target or a deep one. We'll have a dig and see what comes out. Well, it's in the heap now, that high tone signal. We'll see what we got. I think it's only a very small target. The way it was, that proportional audio was working. Yeah, it is very small. The pro pointers, I have to get right on top of it with the pro pointer to find it, so I'll keep, there we go, over here somewhere. No, she's only tiny. We're getting close. Maybe a little bit of brass or something, eh? Oh, here we go, what's this? Looks like a little, okay, this is the target. What is it? It's a tiny, tiny button, look at that. Had a little shank on it. Well, I've never found a button of that size in here before. I'll clean that, it's got something on it. It's just a very delicate little button. Look at the shank. That was about 4 inches down, and that's how that proportional audio works. You can see it was a very small target by the soft audio tone, but the high numbers. Great stuff. I'll clean that and we'll see what it is. Actually, look, I can see it. It's a tiny little Australian Army button. Now, I've never seen one that small. You can see the Australia on it, Australian Commonwealth Military Forces. That is the smallest Army button I have ever found. That is a beauty. Okay, on we go. Next target's next to this little tiny tree here, and it looks like a nice webbing buckle off, half-inch webbing or some such. Nice little brass buckle. There's a mid-70s tone on the target ID on the AT Pro. Next target ID at 63 was a live 303 round. Nice one. Well, this is one of the original World War II fireplaces that the Army constructed. They were built originally by the 7th Division, and then when the 7th Division went up to New Guinea, the 9th Division moved in here before they went up to the Southwest Pacific Campaign. So this is one of the main mess areas, obviously the kitchen, and so I'll just scout around below here. This area here would have been a timber floor canvas mess tent, and there would have, all around this hillside, you can see it's fairly steep undulating country, and there's cut benches into the hillside where the blokes have had their tents, 12-man tents or whatever, on the little flat benches. So this is the centre point of this particular little unit, and these fireplaces and bits of camp infrastructure all through this country. There's plenty of it. But anyway, I'll concentrate on here for a while and see what we can come up. Well, I'm some distance down the hill now from that camp stove we just had a look at. Got a lovely 81, 82, really solid signal. Iron check was not iron. I've dug the hole, and the target's in the mullock heap, so I don't know what it is yet. We'll hit it with the Pro Pointer, see what we can come up with. We're getting down to this creek line down in here. I just got a tent loop, a tarpaulin loop, so it's probably a good site for a tent. So it's in this pile here. I'll just show you the signal. It's a good solid, lovely high tone. So you're up in the high tones, and pretty solid 81, 82. We could be disappointed, but who knows? Let's see what we get here. Oh, looks like a coin, yes, and it appears to be a penny. Nice one. Well, it's the first coin for the day. Down near the creek line here, and obviously a tent encampment area. Kangaroo penny. Nice. I think she's a 43 perhaps, which I've got bag loads of. Anyway, we'll give it a clean, I'll confirm that date. Yes, it is a ubiquitous 1943 King George VI penny, which just abound in these World War II campsites, as you wouldn't, well, you'd expect that anyway. But you know, that's a reasonably new coin when dropped. 43, 44 it would have been dropped. They're pretty much all gone out of here by obviously end of 45 when the war was over. So yeah, pretty good looking coin there, and it's in reasonable condition. Colin's just come up with a ripper here. It's a little silver threepence. We knew silver would be in here somewhere. Appears to be 1917, King George V. What a beautiful little coin. We'll give it a good clean and we'll confirm that date, but that's a good find. Good one. Well, that's not far from, well, it is actually, it's about 20 metres down the hill there where I got that penny earlier on, and little threepence comes out here. So we'll just persist in this area for a while and see what else we can come up with. Well, there she is. It's a beautiful, as we suggested earlier, 1917 threepence. That's the original design of the threepence. And King George V on the other side. Worn as you'd expect from a little silver coin of that age, which would have been dropped in the mid-40s sort of thing, 43, 44. So anyway, what a great find. Well, that shows you there's still coins in here, so we'll just persist in this area for the next 15, 20, see what we come up with. Well, I've got high hopes for this next target. It's almost midway between that 43 penny and the 1917 threepence. And it's a lovely solid 86 there, look at that. Well, I was saying it's quite deep, 8 inches, so it might only be a small target. Proportional audio is reasonably loud, so we'll just go to iron check. No iron there. Well, we'll go a live dig. It could be a penny, but it may be a silver. We'll have a look. Or a badge or a buckle or some such. Always good, easy digging up here. It's really loamy soil. Coarse sand. Preserves the coins well because it's well drained. Okay, it's still in there. No, she's out in the Pretty sure it's up in here now. We'll go pro pointer now. Notice I've actually got one. Thanks to Garrett Australia, we've got one each now. Now, it might still be in the ground there, due to poor pinpointing. So we'll have another crack at it. Up in here. You can see that there. It's indicating a deep target, so either it is deep, because the target indication, the depth indications are based on coin size objects on the AT Pro. Okay. Or it's a small target at reasonably shallow depth. Something here. Oh, what's this? Whoa, what is that? Well, it's a coin. Maybe a shot halfpenny. Now, those diggers have been up to no good again. I think it's a shot halfpenny. Anyway, I'll give it a clean, we'll have a quick look at it. Don't know what these diggers are doing to me. It's a halfpenny with a hole in the centre. Probably not shot, but maybe there was a start of a halfpenny ring, who knows. But there's a nice hole in the middle and she's pretty bent up. I can see it says halfpenny on there. And I sort of made a bit of a year out, 19 something. I think it'll be a kangaroo halfpenny anyway. I'll get a date off it, and I'm not sure if that one's going in the coin album, but anyway, she'll go home with us. Well, Colin's just got another coin over here. It's called out, she's got a halfpenny. Just had a little shower of rain, but it doesn't matter with the ATs, we can just keep going, they're waterproof. So let's have a look at what we've got here. Oh nice, it's a Commonwealth halfpenny. Old one. That'd be a KG5. Oh, we'll give him a clean and get a date off that one, that's a good find. Well, there's that lovely halfpenny. It's we won't clean it too much here because it's in really good condition under there, because it's got a lovely patina. Appears to be 1924, King George V. Have not cleaned the king, but that's a good find and a very shallow target too. Well, this was a really jumpy 60 signal, but it was a pretty high tone. You can't ignore the 60s, and it was inconsistent. Quite deep, and I dug it. Glad I did. Appears to be some sort of silver chain. Have a look at this. It's a little bracelet of some description. Nice. Well, that is definitely sterling silver. I can see it. You can just see it. We'll see if we can get a hallmark off whatever that is there. Some sort of pendant or little bracelet. I don't know what that is, but she's a solid chain. That's why the inconsistent signal, because of the kept jumping all over the place. I actually thought it was going to be a 303 hull or something, but anyway, I'm glad I dug that one. We'll have a look at it. Well, there's that item. It's definitely hallmarked. I'm pretty sure that's 925 silver. Well, look at the way it's shining. Cannot imagine what that is, or what soldier would be wearing an item of jewellery such as that. It may be a fob watch chain. Something's clipped together there. I don't want to fiddle with that till I get home and clean it. It's still got the dirt in it. You can see that's a sterling silver chain, and it's got a hallmark on it there, stamped into it. So I'll subtitle any details on that. Maybe watch related, not sure. Lovely high 86, 88, and I just got a silver coin ring. That is probably going to be a sixpence ring. Typical of what we find in these army camps. We'll see if we can, definitely sterling silver. I'd say it's a sixpence, it won't be a shilling ring. But if I can determine where the writing is, they're all made in a similar fashion, these things. You can sometimes make out the writing on it, but that's definitely a silver coin ring, probably from a sixpence. Good one. Well, on further examination, that's not a sixpence ring, it's a shilling ring. I can see the word shilling written on the inside of it. Oh, you may not pick that up on the video. But it's a sweetheart ring fashioned from a shilling. Good one. Well, we just circled round across the creek on a bit of an exploration run, and we found something in here that probably not too many people have seen for a long time. It's another one of those camp stoves, or camp chimneys from the mess kitchens. Look how overgrown this spot is though. This is a substantial chimney, this one. This is the back of it. Fireplace will be on the other side. Definitely, well, obviously a centre of camp activity is the mess kitchen. Well, it's got a concrete sort of angular plinth on the side up to a chimney, or the chimney's collapsed. So this is another mess area, kitchen area. We'll have a scratch around in here for a while. Pretty thick undergrowth, but there'll be stuff in it. Well, Colin's just come up out of the creek with this find. Appears to be a homemade ashtray made out of a steel end cap of some description. A little bit bored out of it there for ashing the cigarette. Good one. A lovely sweet high tone there. I'm getting a pretty solid 77, 78. I'll just scratch the grass back. We'll have a dig there and see what comes out of that. That might be a decent find. There's Mrs. NQ over there on a dig. There's that old, if you can make it out on the video, the old brick kitchen oven, so not too far from that. This might be a worthwhile little target. We'll have a dig. Could be a button. I think it's going to be, it won't be a 303. Look at that conductivity. I'm still in there. A little bit of a probe point, see what around the place. Okay. Getting close in there. Get the grass out of the way here. Just up in the wall there somewhere, something's going to come out. What's this? It appears to be the impression of a coin. I'd say that's going to be a halfpenny. So she's in here somewhere. And there she is. It's a halfpenny. Nice. I'll give it a clean. Oh yeah, I think that's another Commonwealth halfpenny. It is too. Well, that's two old Commonwealth halfpennies we got out of this place today. Good one. I'll give it a clean and get a date off that one. Well, there she is. That was a good little dig. It's a Commonwealth of Australia halfpenny. I think it's 1920 something. I can't quite see it in here. The light conditions aren't ideal. But it's KG 5. There he is there. So that'll be early 20s, mid 20s. Good one. We'll get a date on it and we'll subtitle it on the video. Next dig produces the end of a webbing strap. Well, a lovely solid 79, beautiful repeatable signal about 4 inches down, and I'll get a looks like a silver threepence. Haven't checked the hole to see if there's any more coins in here. Look at this, I love these little coins. Beautiful little silver coin. It'll be 925 sterling silver. I'll get that cleaned up and we'll have a look at what date and monarchs on it. Well, I thought I'd show you this coin that I've just dug, which is this top one. Incredibly, it's another 1917 King George V silver threepence. Just to show you that I wasn't having you on with the same coin being dug up twice. That's the previous one we got, and this is the one I just got then. This one's slightly less worn. Beautiful little coins, these silver threepences. Here we go. As you can see, the bottom one's quite worn. The one I just dug, not so worn. Nice. Well, this was the softest whisper of a signal from the surface, but it was a solid, repeatable one, 77, 78. Got louder as I dug it, and it got to 80, 81. And it looks like we've got the silver trifecta here. It's another threepence. I couldn't imagine it's another 1917, but that'd be something else. That was a really, really soft signal. Oh, well, look, hang on. It's another King George's V. It's another old one. Quite worn. We'll give it a quick bush clean and we'll have a look and see a date on it. Okay, beyond belief, that is a third 1917 silver KG5 threepence. That's the first one we dug, quite worn. The second one about 20 minutes ago, and this third one, which was just a whisper of a signal from the surface, produces that beautiful silver coin. Now, what are the chances of finding 3 1917 coins of the same denomination in a single hunt? Anyway, that's what happens. That's metal detecting. Good one. Well, we're going to wrap it up there and go home and clean up the finds. Bit of a silver trifecta there, and incredibly 3 1917 threepences. Lovely shilling silver ring, a couple of halfpennies, and some great old military relics. We found a lot of ammunition that we didn't show, a lot of live 303 rounds and 9mm and 45 ACPs. They didn't make it onto the video, they just get left in the bush and reburied. But anyway, thanks for watching that, everyone. Best of luck on your next trip and happy hunting. Bye for now.